everyone, JD here with another Grayman Urban Survival topic online. And today I'm excited to do a review on the new BlackScout version of the A1S flashlight. This is designed by Jack from BlackScout Survival in collaboration with WowTac, which used to go by the name Atactical. So if you have an Atactical A1S, this is basically the exact same flashlight. So the big difference between these two flashlights, besides the color, which the WowTac A1S BlackScout model is coyote brown because Jack is a former Marine, is he wanted to have a threaded cap so that you could attach a very serious, aggressive striking bezel, or if you wanted, you could put in this red filter. You might see that it's a little bit blue or greenish color. Don't worry about that. It's very thin, but it comes out as pure red light. And so he wanted something that could be used as a defensive weapon and could also preserve your night vision, because he couldn't find a flashlight that he enjoyed. And if you know how serious these flashlights are, the A1S model is practically bulletproof. I mean, people have done tons of torture tests on these. So I'm going to do a torture test on the flashlight with both of the components attached. First I'm going to do a drop test on this, some hammer stabs with the striking bezel attached. And then I'm going to use this red filter, stick it in my freezer. I'm going to do some drop tests on this, see if I can get that to crack. We'll see what happens. Alright everyone, so the first test will be a drop test. I will be dropping it strike bezel down, I'll be dropping it sideways, I will also be dropping it onto the lens as flat as I can. So I'll do probably waist high since it says it's good for about 3 feet. Then I'll also do it above my head because I believe in the flashlight. If you guys know just how tough that A1S is, I mean, these things are practically indestructible. So first drop, let's do tip down. Here we go. Okay, no damage. Looks good, just a little bit of paint from the ground. So let's go a little bit higher, do tip down. That was a good one. Flashlight still works. Okay, perfect. So that's a pretty good test for the strike bezel, I'd say. So let's go ahead and switch that out. Put on the red lens filter. Okay, as you can see, now it has red light. So let's go tip down. Okay, still working. Go higher. Still working. No scratches, no dings, no mars. The finish is still fine. Yeah, not bad. So let's go ahead and put that strike bezel back on, do some hammer stabs into a 4x4, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, I have a 4x4 piece of lumber. This is a regular 4x4 you can pick up at Home Depot or Lowe's or any lumber yard. Nothing special about it. I have the strike bezel on, so let's do some hammer stabs and see if we can get one of these to bend or whatnot. I doubt it. The geometry looks like it'll be fine, so let's get to it. Still working. And I put some good indentations into this 4x4, so using this as a defensive weapon, I like how aggressive that is. Jack did a really good idea with having such an aggressive striking bezel. The paint's fine, the finish is fine, no damage, still comes loose, so yeah, I like it. Alright everyone, I have the BlackScout flashlight inside a tub of water with the red filter lens on, as you can see. I'm going to see if I can freeze this and compromise that filter lens. I doubt I will be able to, but we'll see what happens. So I'll check back with you guys in a couple hours. Alright everyone, it's been exactly 5 hours. The light still looks good. Got a nice frozen layer there. I see a little bubble. I think 5 hours is good enough. I'm not going to wait for this to completely solidify. This way I can get the flashlight out. Yeah, it still moves a little bit, so that's good. So yeah, let's take it out and take a look. Alright, what better way to get the flashlight out of the ice than with my 50 caliber icebreaker here. Oh, that's cool. Alright, enough of that. Oh, that's cold. Oh. Alright, so nice and cold. Everything looks fine. Clicky button is hard as a rock. Still works great though, different modes. Yep. Works perfect. It's actually a little bit more sensitive now, since it's probably better conducting, but whatever. Let's check out that lens if I can get it off. Yep. Lens seems fine. Has a little bit of condensation on the inside. Just trying to get the focus on there. Am I too close? Yeah, my camera's not focusing, but yeah, there's a little bit of condensation. No big deal. Just wipe that off. So yeah, being frozen for 5 hours, light still works great. You know, what more can you say? So what are my final thoughts on the WowTac BlackScout A1S? Is it for everybody? Yes and no. If you're in the market for just an absolutely bulletproof flashlight, yeah, definitely get this. This thing, I mean, it's probably damn near impossible to destroy this under any normal circumstance. It's virtually bomb-proof. With the super aggressive strike bezel that they have added, it makes it for a great defensive tool. I live in Southern California, so it's basically impossible to carry concealed here. This could be a good option just to have something on me. It's better to have something than nothing. If you have the strike bezel attached and you want to carry the little red lens with you, what do you do with it? You know, people are probably thinking, you know, it's so small I can lose it. Well, you should always have some sort of gear with you at all times anyways, right? So you should keep it like in a zippered pocket of your backpack or whatever. I mean, it's small enough where you could fit it inside your wallet, and I mean, there's really no difference. So you can keep it in there if need be. I actually went to work all day without the bezel on, the striking bezel, and I actually wore the striking bezel as a ring, and it didn't bug me. I can still make a fist, I can do everything, and so that's where I kept that, just to try it out, see if I could do it. So those are just some of the pluses I see. If you already have a flashlight that you like, if you have the Atactical A1S like I do, maybe you don't need this. I mean, it's the same exact flashlight, same exact specs. The lumens are exactly the same. I mean, you may not need the striking bezel and the red filter lens. It might not just be your cup of tea. That's no big deal. By all means, go with the Atactical A1S. So there's two issues I have with the A1S BlackScout model. One of them is cosmetic. The first one is if you take off the clip or you spin it too much, you can mar up the finish inside that little clip channel. As you can see on mine, it's got a little bit of marring. The paint's chipped off. That's no big deal. The flashlight works perfectly. You know, that's just personal preference. You know, so you don't really have to worry about that unless you have like OCD and you need all your gear perfect. So the second issue is if you have the strike bezel and you tighten it down to where it's pretty tight, if you try to rotate the striking bezel, you will actually rotate the entire front end of the flashlight, and you actually have to hold it here to remove the bezel. One of the ways that they could have fixed this is if they made the threads on the accessories and stuff, they could have made that reverse threaded. So instead of being righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, they could have made it righty-loosey, lefty-tighty. So when you move it to the right, it actually rotates everything tighter while this comes off. If that's an issue for you guys, I don't know what to tell you. Just hold it here, spin it, no big deal. So other than that, Jack at BlackScout Survival, he designed an absolutely amazing flashlight. This is going to be my EDC from now on. It's based off the Atactical A1S, which, as you guys know, is virtually bomb-proof. If you don't like the color and you have both of these, you can actually swap parts around, so you can make a mix of coyote and black and this and that. I'll throw some pictures up on the screen so you can see kind of like what I did, some little color combinations. I kind of like the black body tail cap, but with that coyote front, so that's kind of cool. So if you like my review, be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. That would really help me out a lot. Be sure to check out all the links in the description box below. I'm trying to get an Amazon store going, so we'll see if that works. I'm pretty much a really small channel right now, so I don't know if Amazon will let me do that, but we'll see. So go ahead and, if you want to order one of these, order one through me, and that will help me out tremendously. So Atactical / WowTac, Jack at BlackScout Survival, you guys definitely know how to do it with gusto.